Howdy YouTube, welcome back. I just thought I'd go through the starting sequence of one of these older Bonneville Triumph bikes, because they're a little bit different than the newer models, the liquid cooled models. So as you can see, this is an electronic fuel injected bike, but it has this little lever here, this choke lever. This is particularly important, especially on cold days, cold starts. You need this really to start the bike. The newer models, the liquid cooled models, the ignition switch is here. You turn the key, it starts the bike, but these ones are a little bit different. So I'm just going to demonstrate what we need to do. So it's got three settings. It's this little lever, you hear 3 clicks. This is particularly important when the bike's being left standing, so parked overnight and you're leaving first thing in the morning when it's cold. This just makes the bike idle at higher revs, because these bikes do have a reputation that if you just take off, it can sort of stall because the bike is not up to operating temperature. So it's a little bit of a pain if you're in a hurry. You've just got to wait for a couple of minutes to let the bike warm up. So basically you just pull it all the way out, key in, dials light up, you hear the fuel pump priming, and then from here clutch in and the bike will start. And as you can hear, it's just idling at higher revs. This just gets the bike up to its normal operating temperature. You don't really have to do this on warm days in the summer, because the bike's warm. I probably didn't have to do this now because I've been riding the bike around, so it's pretty warm still, but it's just for demonstration purposes. So as you can hear, the bike is revving quite high, as you hear. And then if I just push this in one click, you hear the bike calming down slightly. I'll just let that rev for a little while longer. And then that is how the bike should be running. And again, it's just literally just to get this bike up to its operating temperature. Once it's warm, the bike's absolutely fine, but like I said, it can be a bit of a pain if you're in a hurry. So it's one little niggle with this bike. But then again, on the flip side, I kind of quite like that old school kind of look and feel that the bike gives with that choke. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of a pain as well. But yeah, I love it. It's good. So what we'll do, we'll just take it for a little ride. And because I've let the bike warm up, it's absolutely fine. No hunting or surging in the fuel. Very smooth. Whereas if I had gotten up very early in the morning, it's January here in the UK, it's very cold, and tried to start the bike without using the choke, it would have been a little bit difficult. It probably would have spluttered for a little while, but as you can see, she's absolutely fine and she's sounding lovely. marvellous, lovely and smooth. Yeah, if you're after a Triumph and perhaps you're on a bit of a budget and you can't afford a new one, do consider these older Bonnevilles, because they are absolutely fantastic. Especially this 900 platform, it is the sweet spot. This one's got 59 brake horsepower and 68 newton meters of torque, which is plenty. I don't feel I need any more power. This particular older Bonneville has got the 270-degree crank. I think this is the only one that has the 270-degree crank. All the new ones, the liquid cool versions, they all have it now, but this was quite special when it was manufactured in 2015. It was the only one to have that engine, which gives it its unique V-twin sound, especially with the Arrow exhaust. It sounds absolutely brilliant. One caveat, however, to these older Bonnevilles is that it is a basic bare bones bike, and what I mean by that is you don't get any ABS and you don't get any traction control. If you can live with that, that's fine. The bike's not skittish, it handles well, it's got good rubber, so it grips the road, but just bear that in mind that it doesn't have traction control or ABS. But what I will say is it is very, very smooth. And there's just something about the air-cooled engine. You feel like you've got something living and breathing underneath you. It's not quite as refined as the liquid cools, but very smooth. And you do feel like you're on a proper motorcycle. Yeah! bloody fantastic. Really good engine braking as well. Lovely handling. It's quite a weighty bike, 230 kilos, and you only feel that when you're pushing it around. When you're riding it, you don't feel that weight. Just listen to that. Bloody fantastic.